So you filed for forbearance on your mortgage. You're getting to the end of your forbearance, and now you're concerned with what your options are. I'm here to talk to you. You do have options, so stay tuned and we'll go through them one by one. Hi everybody, my name is Stacy Hesser and I'm a licensed realtor here in the state of Oklahoma, and coming to you from the shop today. I decided I'd do some multitasking while I talk this through with you guys. It's really an important topic and it's something that's fresh on my mind, and I just wanted to make sure I got this guy out to you guys as soon as possible. Just FYI, I'm annealing brass. That's what I'm doing. You might hear the fan running, I don't know, but anyways, we're trying something a little bit new today. But you do have options if you're in forbearance. And actually, if you don't know what forbearance is, it was something that was enacted in March of this year due to the COVID virus. So if you had income that was impacted by the virus, you could call your lender, and as long as you had a federally backed loan, you could qualify for forbearance. What that meant was they would allow you to not pay on your loan for up to 180 days without it impacting your credit, without any foreclosure proceedings happening, without any of that nasty stuff happening. What this is kind of resulting in, that 180 days is coming to an end now, so people may still be left in a bad situation. So you do have some options out there. Option number one is to ask for an additional 180 days. So that would put you out a year, 360 days, almost a year. But that would put you out at 360 days of no payments. But, what, this is the scary part to me, and this is really what I want to talk to you guys about, because I know some people that are in forbearance, and all of them are being handled differently. So what really came to my attention about all of this was that depending on who your lender was, they all had different options on how they could deal with it. So some lenders they allow you to tack the payments on to the end of your loan. So you're just basically extending your loan period, going this period of time without paying. Other lenders gave you different options. Maybe they are going to give you payment, some kind of a new payment schedule to get yourself back on track again, but they did not extend the terms of the loan. The problem with that is that you may have to credit qualify for some of those terms to be enacted. If you don't qualify, or if you're with another lender, you could end up with a really nasty scenario of owing all of the payments all at once. So there was nothing to really protect you in how your payments were going to be dispersed at the end of this forbearance period. It was only allowing you basically a grace period to not pay on your loan for this 180 days. So really some scary stuff. But one of the options that is still open to you, like I said, is to go ahead and do another 180-day extension. But make sure that you're talking through this with your lender to make sure you clearly understand what the expectations are going to be once this is done. I don't know about you, but I certainly don't have enough money really to pay a year's worth of mortgage payments all at once. So it's kind of a scary scenario for some, but there's other options out there. So option two could be to do a refinance on your existing loan. Interest rates are incredibly low right now. This might be a good option for you anyway, just to try to get yourself back on track, potentially lower your payments. If you do a refinance, you'll probably end up with a little small grace period in there where you don't have a payment that's actually due. But again, you're going to need to talk to a lender about that and see what you can qualify for again. Option number three is kind of a different option. It's again speaking with your lender, and you might be able to renegotiate your loan terms. Again, this would probably be something you would have to qualify for with your lender, but it is different than forbearance because they might change something like your payments due, your scheduled payment amount, your interest rate, things of that nature. So again, though, it's all credit dependent. the last option, it's not the worst option, but it's not a great option either. I'm just gonna say it. But I'm really worried about my folks out there that are potentially unemployed, have been unemployed this entire time, and have just been keeping their heads above water, and won't really have many options available to them after the forbearance period is over. But option number 4 is to put your house on the market. This is a seller's market that we're in right now. It's the virus has really done some interesting things with our market right now, and it's there's not a lot of houses on the market. So at least you would be able to hopefully sell your house relatively quick and have access to the equity that might be available in the home and get you out of that monthly payment. Obviously, you're going to have a place to move into. So there's always that issue out there. But all 4 of those options are better than option 5, which is foreclosure. And that's really where I want to keep you out of. I am so nervous over coming out of this whole mess, this whole period of time with a slew of foreclosures hitting the market, because there were so many people out there that did not qualify or were not able to seek help when they needed it most. And I'm just so worried for my people out there over this whole thing. There were, I want to say, just over 8% of the loans in the U.S. were actually in this forbearance period. But whatever your options are, do it before your forbearance is over. So anyways, if you have any questions about any of this stuff, please feel free to call me. I'll talk you through it. If I don't know an answer, I promise you I will either put you in connection with somebody that does. I hope this finds you guys well, and I hope it doesn't find you in foreclosure. So anyways, call me if you need me. Bye. So if you have any comments to add about the topic I discussed today, please feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear from you and have some conversations with you guys. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, and also feel free to subscribe. I do videos every Monday on new topics each week. Thank you so much. Hope to see you back.